Peace and blessings to all. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Sunday on this beautiful Sunday. Today I'm going to be discussing how Job was reasoning with God when he was going through certain things. And as he spoke, it sounded like he was speaking a poem in a way, but it was from his heart, a deep, deep place in his heart. So I'm going to be reading Job chapter 7 from 1 to 21. Let's go. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of hireling? So it's not an appointed time to man upon earth. Are not his days also like the days of a hireling? As a servant earnestly desireth the shadow, and as the hireling looketh for the reward of his work, so am I made to possess months of vanity and wearisome nights. So wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I arise, and the night be gone? And I am full of tossing to and fro unto dawning of the day. When I lie down, I say, when shall I arise, and the night be gone? And I am full of tossing to and fro unto the dawning of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clods of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind. Mine eyes shall no more see good. The eye of him that hath seen me shall see me no more. Thine eyes are upon me, and I am not. As the cloud is consumed and vanisheth away, as the cloud is consumed and vanisheth away, so he that goeth down to the grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more. Therefore I will not refrain my mouth, I will speak in anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. So here is Job pouring out how he's feeling to God. Verse 12. Am I a sea or a whale that thou settest a watch over me? When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint, then thou scarest me with dreams, and terrifiest me through visions, so that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. I loth it, I would not live always. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. What is man that thou shouldest magnify him, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon him, and that thou shouldest visit him every morning, and try him every moment? So how long wilt thou not depart from me, nor let me alone till I swallow down my spittle? I have sinned, and what shall I do unto thee, O thou preserver of men. Why hast thou set me as a mark against thee, so that I am burdened to myself? And why dost thou not pardon my transgression? And why dost thou not pardon my transgression, and take away mine iniquity? For now shall I sleep in the dust, and thou shalt seek me in the morning, but I shall not be. So that was Job reasoning with God. He was overwhelmed with all the trials he was going through, and that was him pouring out his heart. I could relate to that. My lifestyle has changed completely, and changed for the good, and I like it. And it's not easy adjusting and tolerating certain stuff and looking beyond just the pain. And you could see in the story of Job where God used this pain and turned it into purpose, down to his family and everything. Like, everybody was overwhelmed to the point where they was telling him to curse God, his wife, and he looked beyond it. It's like sometimes you just have to isolate in order to get closer to God, to straighten things out. The one thing I noticed, God will never betray you nor forsake you. But men, under pressure, you ever heard the saying, pressure bust pipe? It's so true. Like, your own friend, even your family, some of them, like, they're not as loyal as you think. No disrespect to them, but it's very rare you find certain people that keep their word. It's very rare you find a true friend. And a true friend to me, is God is my true friend, my best friend, my guardian, he's my protector, he's my God, he's my life. It is a part of my lifestyle. Shout out to Jesus, Yeshua, Messiah. Shout out to the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And I thank God for choosing me for my own purpose and my own testimony. And I thank Him every day for mercy and goodness that follow me all the day of my life. And only one thing I ask that God grant me, and He knows deep down within myself, I build my own personal relationship with Him, and I talk to Him about it every day. And I just want to please God, and by pleasing God, everything will fall in place, and I could be able to help others by helping myself first, because in order for me to help others, I gotta be good, I gotta be clear. I can't help anybody else if I'm not good. So that's why I'm working on me, and eventually in time, I know we don't have much time. Time slips very quick. And that's why I always try to make the best of the time, even though sometimes I work so hard that I'll be needing a break. And this long little break that I took, I actually needed it. My body needed it. My mind, my mental. I needed it physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And the financially too, because that's when I sharpen up everything and I get back out there and it's gonna be on fire, you know, like I'm gonna be lit, because I am lit already, but it's just this refreshment. I really needed it in order to get everything back in tune with everything. And yeah, so the story of Job, that's him pouring out himself, letting God know how he felt. And it's so intense because I could actually turn the same chapter into a poem. And my favorite part in this chapter was when Job was saying it was in verse 2 to 7. So I'm gonna read 2 to 7 again so you can understand what I meant. Verse 2, as a servant earnestly desireth the shadow, and as a hireling looketh from, as a hireling. So basically, let me break down what I'm reading. That's him talking about he's just like a worker, a servant. And he's just breaking down, expressing how he feel and, and everything. So let me start over. Verse 2 to 7, I said, as a servant earnestly desireth the shadow, and as the hireling looketh for the reward of his work, so am I made to possess months of vanity, and wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I rise? And the night be gone, and I am full of tossing to and fro unto the drowning of the day, unto the dawning of the day, dawning. So he's saying, when I lie down, I say, when I shall rise, and the night be gone. So when I lie down, I say, when shall I rise, and the night be gone, and I am full of tossing to and fro unto the dawning of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms, and my clods of dust. My skin is broken, and becometh loathsome. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind. Mine eyes shall no more see good. So that's one of the couple of verses that stick with me. And verse 14, he said, verse 13 to 14, when I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint. So when he think that he's getting comfort by resting, he's still going through it, because he get visions and dreams, and sometimes they're not always so pleasant. Verse 14, Thou scarest me with dreams, and terrifiest me through visions. Yeah, this whole chapter I could turn it into a poem, because it's really, really, really intense, and it's very realistic, where you could relate to it on your daily battles, just going through life and circumstances and overcoming. So when you overcome things, it makes you stronger. When you break down, it's nothing wrong with breaking down if it's too much sometimes, but you gotta get back up. If you break down and stay down, that's the only result you're gonna get. As long as you keep moving forward. It's just like that military movie I watched one time. The good guys and the bad guys and stuff like that. And there was this soldier, right? He was a medic in the military, right? And it was a deep, deep war. And like he kept saving like all the good guys. Down to the point where he even helped some of the enemy from the other side too, because he understand the war. But he didn't really help them much. But like, you know, as a medic, if you see somebody injured, you're gonna attend to them, because it's out of love. But anyway, that's not the moral. The moral was he kept saying, God, one more every time he healed one, because there was like a big hole and they had to pull up the injured guys on a hill by a rope, right? And every time he pulled one up, he healed them, and then he sent them on their way. I guess not on their way back to war, but he sent them to like a standby. So every time he pulled one up, he's like, one more, God, one more. And he kept saying one more, and he did it till he pulled up like probably 100 men without realizing he had the energy to do it. The God was with him, and he kept saying one more, God, one more. And he was just saving them. And they was amazed of how he get the strength to do what he did. And it's just a moral to it, like, as long as God is in everything will work, but we could do nothing without him. As far as we think we could reach, like certain things, we realize things don't really matter. When we reach the end of our clocks, then we realize how important life is and what really matters. You can have all the wealth, all the power. It's like you realize if you're not really using it for the full purpose of what it's meant for, you realize like, and you actually feel different when you use it to what it's purpose for. Because now if anything should go wrong, at least you did what you had to do. And you don't feel bad. You actually feel good, because it's a nice way to go out. You know that you did everything, you was obedient to God. So if your clock run out, you know already like, okay, God, if it's not your intention to extend it, at least I did what I had to do and the work is finished. It's complete. Hopefully that I didn't bore you guys with this, but it's a very important, relaxing message for Sunday. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button, share the video, hit the like button, and comment down below. Let me know if you like this or not. Or was it relaxing? Can you relate to it or not? If you know what movie I'm talking about with the military soldier and he was a medic. I can't remember the exact name of the movie. I would tell you guys so you could check it out, but maybe it might come back to me. If it come back to me, I'll reveal it in another video. So with that being said, God bless you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday, the rest of your week, and be safe, and God bless you. Love you as usual. Peace.